Hey, what's going on, everybody? FullFrontage here. Today, bringing you all a Clash Mini video, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about the gizmos that were teased yesterday. We're going to be going over all 10 gizmos, how to unlock them, and answer some of your questions that you asked on the YouTube community page. If you want to make sure you don't miss any more sneak peeks, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss those. So, once you unlock gizmos are unlocked at the silver rank, which is roughly, I think, 75-ish trophies or 100 trophies, something like that. But what we're going to be talking about is the tutorial. So when you unlock gizmos, you will see this. It says, congratulations, you've unlocked gizmos. It's time for some training. So we'll queue up into the match. Loading screen has already been revealed. And we will hop in. So it says, gizmos join the battlefield now. So it'll redirect you to the hammer. You can see the gizmos that you have. You can only choose one gizmo out of the 3. The way gizmos work is there's no gizmo deck. So once you unlock all 10 gizmos, you don't get to choose which gizmos you bring into battle. They will be automatically assigned to you. Once you're in silver, you really only get 3. You get the Elixir Collector, you get the Hot Pot, and you get the Mucho Puncho. And we're going to go over what all of those gizmos do in this video. So it says, first, you need stars to activate your gizmo choices. So it'll tell us to bring out the Barbarian. It says you can choose which mini skill to upgrade by tapping the mini. So this was never in the basic tutorial, but it says you can choose any of the unlocked abilities to go in. It's going to have us choose Roar as its ability, and then we're also going to choose Critical Strike. And then we have the 2 stars. It says now you should have enough stars to choose one gizmo. So in the turn that you're able to play your gizmo, you can change a gizmo location can only be changed before the gizmo's initial round of battle. So once you place it in that spot, it cannot move. It is there for the entirety of the match. That is how it works. So you have to be very careful with your gizmo placement and everything like that. And also, gizmo choice can only be changed out before the gizmo's initial round of battle. So you can drag it out. It'll put the Elixir Collector back. And then we will go into our match. So that is the way that gizmos will work in battle and everything like that. This is the Mucho Puncho. Again, we're going to go over all the specifics of what these gizmos do and how you're able to unlock them and everything like that, what they do, and that way you can decide which one you're going to like the best. So gizmo is not taken into account for win conditions. You do not need to destroy gizmos in order to win the round. If you destroy all of the minis and the hero before you even destroy the gizmo, it doesn't matter. The gizmo can still be alive and you will still win the round. After your opponent uses a gizmo in battle, it'll be visible to you in subsequent preparation phases. So you'll just be able to always see your opponent's gizmo. And then it says now sell your mini. If you don't have enough stars after you sell your minis, your gizmo becomes inactive. So the way this works is if you put a gizmo down, you sell your minis, and then you don't get the stars to reactivate it, the gizmo will not be visible in the next round. It doesn't exist. It's inactive. But you can't switch it out. You can't there's no way to switch it out. Once it's there, it's there. Once you've played around with it, you play around with it. Oh, it's gonna have us tap to upgrade, and then so after you regain enough stars, your gizmo again becomes active, and you'll be able to go through with the rest of the process. So honestly, this is really cool feature. And a couple other questions we'll be answering throughout the video. Questions like, does the gizmo address the issue of randomness? A lot of people who are new to the game feel like sometimes there's too much randomness, too much RNG, or people who are experienced in the game also feel that way. All right, now it's your time to shine. So this is just, lets us go through. We're just gonna bring out our archer. We'll go with the clash ability. We'll go with the archery ability, and then we'll just finish this off. Magic Archer goes invisible. Mucho Puncho gonna knock the Barb King back. And we're going to be able to clean this out easy peasy lemon squeezy. So that is the tutorial for gizmos. Again, once you unlock gizmos, once you hit the silver rank, you will be able to play this tutorial and go through it yourself, get your hands on with it, and see what gizmos feel like. All right, so gizmos will be viewable on the Trophy Road page. As you can see here with the legendary rank, if I tap on the gizmos, you can see all of the gizmos that are available. Starting at the bottom, which is silver, you get the Mucho, Puncho, Elixir Collector, and Hot Pot, which is what we talked about. The Hot Pot boils in 8 seconds, summoning a Potter, which is a mini, capable of dealing huge damage. We'll take a look at the stats of the Hot Pot. We're going to go through, I'm going to leave chapters in the description below so you can check out all of the different abilities, but we're just going to give a quick overview on each of the gizmos to start. Then Elixir Collector is going to gain 1 elixir every few seconds. Mucho Puncho will push an enemy troop away every few seconds. Those are the gizmos that you unlock in Silver League. In Gold League, you get the Pocket Artillery, which fires a rocket toward the enemy with the highest HP, dealing and damaging enemies inside a wide area of effect. The Sauna brings the first KO'd ally back into battle after 5 seconds with superpower. Then Saint Mirror is going to reflect damage back to each attacker when hit, but it also takes damage too. Then in the Diamond League, you'll be able to get 4 gizmos. You'll get the Pancaker, which serves a delicious pancake to the farthest ally, granting healing and power when it's ready. Training Camp will give nearby minis +1 attack, and Boast +1 attack in this round. Lose the buff when Training Camp is destroyed. So if the enemy is able to destroy Training Camp, your minis lose that buff. And it specifically says minis, so this does not work for heroes. Next, we have the King Tower, which prioritizes targeting gizmos within its attack range and deals additional damage to gizmos. Its attack range is 4, so King Tower has a lot of HP, but it's going to focus priority on gizmos, so it prioritizes targeting gizmos within its attack. Once gizmos are destroyed, it will attack other minis and heroes that are left. War Toot is all allies within the area will get the Unstoppable effect, which is immune to all control effects. This is going to be great if you're going up against ice wizards and things like that. And we're also going to be talking about strategies that you can use with gizmos in future videos. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell. All right, so the first gizmo that we're going to be playing with is the Hot Pot. We're going to throw the Hot Pot down here. And I'm actually going to bring it up to this point. And then on the other side, we're going to be bringing out the Battle Camp. I believe that's what it's called. Battle Camp, right? Training Camp. Training Camp. All right. So with this, we have the Dissipate Mini P.E.K.K.A. We have our Hot Pot. The Hot Pot is going to explode. And we have our Potter. And if we take a look at the Potter's stats, you can see -2 attack after each attack for 4 times. He starts off with 10 attack. 10 attack does sound like a lot, but if you think about it, it's -2 every single attack, which means after 4 attacks, it's only going to get down to 2 damage per hit, which honestly is really not a lot when you think about it. So that is what we're looking like here. And then the Training Camp on the other side, nearby enemies receive a +1 attack and a Boast for +1 attack in this round. They lose the buff when the Training Camp is destroyed. So at the start of the round, they get the +1 attack. Then they also get a Boast ability that when they kill someone, they get that +1 in addition to it as well. So you can see the Barbarian King and the Mega Knight are attached to it. And then you'll see here, once the Barb King ends up going down, Potter does 10 damage, 8 damage, helps take care of that Mega Knight, and things are looking good. And remember, you don't need to take down the gizmo to get the round victory. It is going to automatically stay as is and everything like that. So Hot Pot is a great gizmo to have, as well as the Training Camp on the other side gives that Boast ability. It's pretty useful on higher level or higher HP units because that +1 attack is going to serve to be very, very crucial in tight situations. Next up, we're going to bring out the Pancaker on our side, and then on the other side, let's see if we can. We're going to grab the Mucho Puncho to toss in the front on the other side. So we have Mucho Puncho, we have the Pancaker. You can see the Pancaker is going to be able to heal up our Mega Knight as you can see. And now it's going to throw it to the Barb King. Again, it goes to the furthest ally. So it's going to continuously just start healing our Mega Knight. Look at that. The plus damage. And it takes, I'm going to time it. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's about like 5 seconds to launch this pancake. And you can consistently see how much health it's giving to our Mega Knight because it's giving +2 every few seconds, which is going to keep our Mega Knight alive a lot longer. And the Mucho Puncho, because of the way everything was kind of positioned, it didn't even really come into play for the enemy. So let's see if we can kind of balance this out. And by the way, somebody asked on the community post on my YouTube channel, does like Lumberjack, Healing Ranger, all that stuff, does that affect Gizmos? The answer is no. So you can't rage up a Gizmo, you can't heal a Gizmo, everything like that. It does not affect the Gizmo play. So, but Clash abilities do impact Gizmos. So like if you have a Spear Goblin, you have the Prince, you have the Bowler, everything like that, it will be able to aggro and focus onto the Gizmo. But Lumberjack, Healing Ranger, all that stuff, it's not going to increase the speed or be able to heal the Gizmo. That it's untargetable from area effects. Alright, so we are going to throw down our Elixir Collector, and I didn't have the opportunity to throw down a rocket, the Pocket Artillery Gizmo on the other side, but we will get that one down as well. With the Ice Wizard and the Battle Healer, I actually don't know if the, I don't think the building will get healed, but I do think that the Ice Wizard slow will also impact the excuse me, the buildings. So let's try to get that down. We do have our Pocket Artillery coming out here, so let's kind of position this in a way where we will kind of take some damage from, get our Electro Wizard down. All right, so we'll position ourselves where we're able to take damage and also heal. The damage to the Ice Wizard does slow, but the time does actually not stop. So if you take a look at it, it does have the area of effect, but the Ice Wizard, it didn't slow the time down. So Ice Wizard does not impact it, and I don't believe that the Healing Ranger will impact it either. Let's try to reposition that so we can get ourselves into a better spot for it. Let's grab our... Let's try to position ourselves where we can send this to another round here, just so we can see. We're experimenting right now with this because I am curious to see how if the Healing Ranger... So the Healing Ranger does not heal the building. You can see that we did take some damage. The rocket is going to come through. Oh my goodness, that did so much damage. Oh man, the rocket really does a ton, and you can see the area of effect. It basically spans, if it hits the middle of the board on your side, it's going to span all the way across. So that's super, super interesting to kind of see how that played out. We're just going to try that one more time. Not really change too much. I did throw a Mega Knight down there. Let's see, Battle Healer is going to... Yeah, it does not heal a building. So Battle Healer, Healing Ranger, all that stuff in terms of being able to heal it, it is a myth. You cannot heal it. You cannot increase it. You cannot use the Ice Wizard to affect it. The Electro Wizard did not stun it as far as I saw. I think the time still goes down. So that is the Elixir Collector. That is the Pocket Artillery. And control effects really don't do much to the Gizmos. They are not affected by control. All right, so the next gizmos we're going to be featuring is going to be the Saint Mirror and the King Tower. So as you can see here, we are going to put the Saint Mirror down. Again, the Saint Mirror does take damage, but it also reflects the damage given to the target as well. So you can see right there, Ice Wizard was hitting it, it was reflecting the damage. The Mega Knight was hitting it, it was reflecting the damage. Barbarian King was hitting it, it was reflecting the damage. Saint Mirror you probably want to have in the front line. But then on the other side, the King Tower, again, does cost 4 stars to play. So you need to have 4 stars onto the field. And once the King Tower is down, again, it will prioritize targeting other gizmos. So what we're going to want to be doing here is we're going to want to try to make sure that we are going to be focusing on getting the mirror out of the way. So you can see right here, the mirror will reflect damage onto the King Tower. So if you do have the mirror and you are going up against the King Tower, the King Tower will get its damage reflected back to it from the Saint Mirror. So just keep that in mind when going up against Saint Mirror, or if you want to play the King Tower and you know that the Saint Mirror gizmo is in play, because again, gizmos are unique to the round, not to the opponent. So as we had the Saint Mirror as well, so everybody gets, the 2 players in the match get the same gizmo. So that is how that is going to play out. The other thing I did want to test is the Electro Wizard in terms of being able to target as many units as there are on the field. So what we want to do is let's try to keep our mini P.E.K.K.A on the backside, and then let's see what we can make happen here. King Tower again is going to focus onto the Saint Mirror. We do have our Archer on the backside, and now the Electro Wizard. Let's see if it stuns up the King Tower as well. So it hits the King Tower, but it doesn't stun it. So control effects, I did want to test this. I know I said this in the last clip, but control effects just simply do not affect the gizmos at all. Not even the stun from the Electro Wizard will hit it. It is just not, it is not affected by anything that has a control effect, but it does take damage from Clash, from the Prince, from the Spear Goblin, everything like that. Fisherman does not pull a gizmo. We have the War Toot and the Sauna. We're going to get the Sauna down first. The Sauna brings the first KO to ally back to the battle with super powers. So we're going to make sure that our king is the one to go down. And then on the other side, we're going to bring out the War Toot, and the War Toot is going to make all allies within its range at a time immune to control-based effects. So as you'll be able to see here, the Ice Wizard's going to come through. It's going to actually focus onto the War Toot, which doesn't really help because the idea would be that the Ice Wizard would target onto one of the minis that's nearby, and then from there, it would actually cause the... So here we go. The king, as you saw, it just got launched right into the Sauna, and the Sauna brings the king back with super powers, which is insane. It is the resurrection from... It's like the Skeleton King, but way better. So honestly, I think that the Sauna, in my opinion, is going to be the best gizmo. That's just what I think. That is just... I mean, am I wrong? Like, try to tell me I'm wrong after seeing that. Like, I don't know. Maybe I am. But first impression, Sauna seems like it is going to be really good. As you'll see right here, we're going to go with the Ice Wizard control effect. And you can see right here, Ice Wizard is hitting the king, and nothing's happening just due to the fact of the War Toot. So right there, Mega Knight was actually the first to go down. So the Mega Knight is going to be brought back with super powers. Mega Knight's going to get stunned up. You can see the damage. He's attacking super quick. Has it, and again, the king doesn't get stunned from the Mega Knight jump because it is in range of the War Toot. So when you're going up against a War Toot, you want to make sure that you're trying to pull your enemies away. So what we're going to do is we're going to try a little bit of strategy here. We're going to come over here, and we're going to bring kind of everything off to the side here, right? Like, we know we have the Sauna over here. We know we want the king to be the one that goes down first. So we want the healing ranger to be, or the healing, the battle healer to be on the far side of it. And let's try to ready this up and see what we can make happen here. So going up against the War Toot, we know that our Ice Wizard is pretty much going to be useless here because you can see the effects going. Nothing's really going to happen. Mini P.E.K.K.A does get the KO. We are going to be able to get our shots off onto the Archer. Archer is actually the first one to go down, which means we're going to be coming back with a Super Archer coming out here. Super Archer is going to be able to deal a pretty decent amount of damage. It is looking pretty good, but yeah, I really think the Sauna is going to be a great gizmo. It's a lot of fun to play with. And then kind of when you're going up against a War Toot, you want to make sure that you're not prioritizing any units that have control effects in your deck. You want to make sure that you're prioritizing the heavy damage dealing units. And because of this change, it's really going to implement a lot more strategy when it comes to deck building. We're not going to be seeing a lot of clash. I mean, we might, like, the clash base things that we're seeing kind of dominate the meta. With Gizmos, I think this might shake things up, but we still have more sneak peeks to go over for this, so make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss any more sneak peeks. Questions that I had received was, is it better to have a 2-star 2 Elixir mini with a Gizmo, or is it better to have a mini or 3-star mini or 2 3-star minis without the Gizmo? So we're going to test that here with the Pancaker. This is solely experimental. I just kind of picked randomly. There wasn't really too much strategy behind this. It was mainly just to kind of see what does this entail. And honestly, the Pancaker probably doing a much better job than anticipated with this kind of test. But I would say, yes, it is more valuable to have 2 cost minis in your deck to make sure that you're able to kind of capitalize on the... We can try it one more time, but I would say it's definitely important to have 2-star minis in your deck, so that way you're able to kind of fully utilize the effect of the Gizmo. I don't think it makes too much of a difference to be able to push down against that. So 2 3 cost minis versus a Gizmo of a leveled up mini, it is definitely not a contest in my opinion. So definitely recommend doing that. And does the addition of Gizmos kind of address the issue of randomness within the game? The fact that Gizmos are the exact same, like your opponent has the same Gizmo, or your opponent has the same Gizmos that you do, I think that certainly helps quite a bit. It kind of takes away some of the randomness because you know the Gizmos that your opponent has. You can prepare for it with the decks that you do have and everything like that. And there's a lot more to this update that we haven't even begun to talk about. So I'll be able to fully answer this question kind of after everything is revealed. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn that notification bell so you don't miss any more videos. But that is going to do it. Thank you all for watching. If you have any more questions about Gizmos, let me know down in the comment section below, and I will talk to y'all in the next sneak peek. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you later. Peace out.